Okay guys, so in this video, I'm going to go over how I was able to scale LocalRank, one of the products that I've been working on, to 40K in revenue, in recurring revenue in under 6 months. And I want to show you guys the entire strategy and kind of how you can implement it for your own business or SaaS. So LocalRank, I think last month did around 60 to 70K MR, but like half of it wasn't, it was one-time purchases. So I won't count it as recurring, but 40K of it was recurring. So I'll like put a screenshot on the page so you can see yourself. And a lot of it was driven using this new strategy that I like to coin the Faceless X strategy. So in this video, I'm going to go over how you can actually implement this step by step in your own business. And the reason you're probably very skeptical of like why I would even expose this strategy if it's working so well for my own business, but part of the reason is because like I think there are so many moving parts, and even though it sounds simple, there it is like a lot of manual work. So I think most people won't implement it even if I give the entire strategy. But for the few that are interested in seriously growing your business, I think this is probably going to be one of the highest ROI videos that you'll watch like this month, just because it's going to be super actionable, and it'll give you a lot of tips of how you can actually acquire leads on autopilot. So part of the strategy in the marketing space right now, in the SaaS space at least, is that you have to go viral and you have to do all of this like viral stunts to get traffic to your app. And that's great and all, but like the main problem is that most people, probably you, have issues going viral because like like most skills, like some people are really good at it and then most people aren't that great. So if you're naturally good at going viral, then it's perfect that you're on TikTok, Twitter, and whatnot to just create content that goes viral to drive traffic to your product. But for most of us, including me, like you probably can't go viral on command, and it takes a lot of effort and work. And fortunately for you, like this strategy doesn't require you to go viral. So part of the like issue with going viral is that you attract this huge crowd of people, and more often than not, a lot of those people aren't actually interested in your product, right? They're just interested in the content that you create. And because it's going viral, like it doesn't target the right people that would actually buy your product. So with this Faceless X strategy, you can target the exact person that has the pain point that your product solves, and you can do it at scale. So you can hire people to help run it, and even though it's very manual, once you learn the steps, then you'll be able to kind of scale it and hire people to scale it at your own desire. So let's get right into the strategy. So basically for LocalRank, it is a local SEO software. So as you can imagine, it's very niche. So I'll put it on the screen and you can kind of see, and you guys are my target audience, but I kind of just want to give this as an example, right? So this software is very, very niche. And if you were to run ads for this product, it would be very expensive because only a small subset of the marketing industry would actually be interested in the software. So what do you have to do? So you have to create very niche micro pages that I like to call faceless faceless pages that don't have a personal brand attached to it. So one of these pages is actually boring local SEO. So this is one of the pages that we run, and I'll just go over the entire strategy. So we have a faceless page, and we will create a lot of content, right? So that's part one, which is creating a lot of content. And the essential part of the strategy is that when you are creating content, inside the tweet, we have a line that says comment this to get the lead magnet. So basically, this is what is going on. So we will create content, and then within the content, we will tell the person to comment something, right? And when they comment something, we will DM them a valuable template or book or SOP that is actually very useful for them. And then here's the key part. We will follow up with them over DMs and over emails. So that's where the actual conversion happens. and it's not actually in the replies. So if you scroll through like one of the tweets, you'll see that we have a bunch of people commenting local rank, and then we will DM them, right? So basically, after we DM them, we will kind of like follow up over the DMs and over email to convert them to a paid user. So that's the entire strategy in a nutshell. But the biggest insight that I had actually, so this is probably very important for you guys, which is the content that you create, it has to be variations of viral content that has already gone viral. So that's actually where most people mess up, where they will create content that is very bland and they kind of just run through ChatGPT. But the problem with that is that it's not specific enough to solve the person's pain point, and the person won't actually care and they'll just keep scrolling. So that's the core part of the strategy, which is like you want to understand how the customer is having issues in their business or in their life, and then you have the lead magnet that will help solve their pain point. And obviously, like a small percentage of the people that get the lead magnet won't buy your product or service, but there are like a small percentage that will. So basically, a lot of those customers are on Twitter, and it's very untapped because everyone's targeting Instagram or TikTok. So that's like the entire strategy in a nutshell. And there's like a lot of nuances, like once you start doing it, that you'll probably pick up, which is like how many times you should comment, which is something that you should kind of test in your own niche. What we found is that if you comment or if you post like twice a day, that's like generally the best like frequency. But obviously, like if the algo changes, then that would change. But yeah, like that's the entire strategy in a nutshell. And if you started today, you can get your Faceless account to probably 500 or 1,000 followers in the next 3 months, I would say, especially if you're a beginner. But one thing that I want to mention is that if you want to like test a strategy but you don't have the time, I'm actually starting a test, which is we will do the entire like setup for you. So basically, this is like a new offer where we will set up the entire account, and we will create the lead magnets, we will create the email funnels, we will reply to the people on Twitter, we will reply to the people that DM you, and we will provide the content. And also, I forgot to mention the account that we create. This is a account that you own, so we don't own it, and you have 100% ownership of the account. So I will put a link in the description of this entire document, so you can read through it and kind of like understand the entire strategy. And yeah, like if you're interested, you can check out the purchase link here. We're only going to take like probably 6 people, just because it takes a lot of work to manually do it. But if you have a B2B business or a B2C mass market business, then this is like probably a good fit. And in terms of prices, we're starting out with 1,000 per month, and then for like each client that signs up, we'll just add 200, just because we want to incentivize people to sign up early, and then we'll cap it at 6 clients. And basically, I'll like probably make another video of why I'm even doing this done for you offer, but it's in a grand scheme of things, it's to improve our other product that we're dog fooding, which is Garen.ai. So yeah, this is a done for you. If you're interested, check out the document and you can sign up. If you have any questions, just feel free to leave a comment. And also, like, someone I think asked me in on DMs, like, is there any risk of being banned? And the answer is no, just because everything that we do is human process. So none of it is automated with like any API or any bot per se. Like, all of it is done manually, and the only thing that we do like schedule per se is the tweets. So we will write out like a week of tweets, and then we will schedule it on Typefully, so you can like review the draft before it goes out. But honestly, like, if you have a working PMF, like a product that has PMF, and you already have another channel that is already working, then this is a perfect fit, just because we'll add this extra channel for you, and you don't have to do any extra work. So this goes without saying that if your product doesn't have PMF, then this probably isn't a great fit, just because like this offer won't fix a bad product. And yeah, just here are like all the FAQs that you can just read through. If you want to do it yourself, it is possible. It just takes a lot of manual effort. We have like an entire team that runs this account, which is why we're confident in like offering this new service. So yeah, let me know if you guys try it. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Twitter, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. But yeah, like I think I'll like make several more videos of how we're planning to scale this out in LocalRank and some of the other products that I've been working on. But I'm super excited to kind of share with you guys what I've been working on, and hopefully this will make you guys more money.